Clear evening, the conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he...
It's Kane! And that's off target.
Kane really can't believe he didn't put that away. He set himself up perfectly.
That's really well manoeuvred. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely, now then. We can get that clear. France have reclaimed it. Bellingham chips it through. And it's Bellingham. Can he get onto this? England have a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Spence. Anderson. Stones. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Gordon, that's a delicate pass. Mbappe, now he's off and running. Get a throw in. Camavinga, and here's Dembele, chance for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. Well, you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yehi. Anderson. Oh, can he get onto this? Foden. White. Now it's Kane. That's tidy. Mbappe. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham.
England, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Konate. And it's played forward. And here's Kane. And it's Bellingham. And it's made Foden! And the ball's come loose here. Gusto gets rid without sophistication. Rabiot. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's Dembele! Could be danger here. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, good spread. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Stones aim forwards. Bellingham. First quarter of an hour gone. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Rabiot with the clearance. Bellingham. Anderson. And here's Foden. Foden played out towards the right wing. Big chance, corner. And it's been taken short. Hit into the middle. Konate. Rabiot. Konate moved on forwards. And that could set him on his way. Goes for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cherki. Oh, it's Dembele. Showing good feet. Oh, it's a great ball here. And it's Gusto. Camavinga. Gusto tries to dink it through. And that was very necessary.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a good run down the left. Yehi. Stones. Bellingham. Kane. Foden. White. And that's aimed into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And that's a throw-in. Foden. Anderson. Foden. Konate did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Gehi. Stones. Anderson. Foden. Bellingham, gently done. Cherki. Rice. Gordon. Spence looking to hit the byline here. Bullish header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Upamecano forwards and with intent. Cherki moved on forwards, and that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Pickford, long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, red, nice interception. Bellingham. White. Bellingham. England keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. And it's played forward. Too long, and over the line. Hernandez. Cherki. Konate. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And here's Dembele. Out to the right. Oh, that's neat. Olise. Shoots!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Gordon. Bellingham aim forwards. And it's White. Now it's Foden, and he's managed to get free. Bellingham played out to the right. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rice plays it short. Spence. Now it's Foden. Gehi. Gordon. And here's Kane. Now who's going to be first to this? Olise. Mbappe. That's going to go a long way. Cherki. And here's Mbappe. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Upamecano. Rabiot. Olise. Olise chooses to go cross-field. Camavinga tries a deft little ball. White is there, and he can get that clear. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. And it's White. White puts the ball in. Bellingham. Muscular approach does pay off here. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's really well cleared. It's out for a goal kick. Gusto. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Olise. Gusto. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Rice attempts a clearance. Chance! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Stones forwards and with intent, clipped into space. He could be in here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's really well manoeuvred.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Played towards the other side. Gusto. Konate, gently done. Olise, and it's Gusto. Lovely feet. Dembele! Gordon. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Olise. Rice. Now it's Gordon. Bellingham forwards and with intent. Gusto. Konate. Rabiot. Moved on forwards. Dembele. Cherki. Hernandez. Olise, and here's Dembele. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bellingham clears it away. And it's Gusto. Gusto charging forward down that flank. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Rice. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Spence. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Yehi. Rice. Yehi. Yehi shifted upfield. Succumbs to the pressure. Rabiot. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
France leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
France really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Very nicely done. Plenty waiting in the middle. Rice. Played with finesse. Gordon. Gordon's cross. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Hernandez. Time and again they are repelled. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Olise. And that has sent him sprawling. Plenty of appeals, but the ref... It's Mbappe! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Foden. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, that's a nice ball. Great ball if he can get there. Guéhi wins the duel this time. White. Stones. Guéhi. Rice. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bellingham. Stones. White. Bellingham. Rice. Rice played out towards the right wing. Anderson. Stones aim forwards. Lovely bit of skill. Bellingham. Gordon. Gordon! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Great chance! It's in!
England, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Konate. Rabiot. Mbappe. Hernandez. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Stones. Bellingham. Foden. White, and it's lofted through here. And a play for a throw. Now the cross. And that's been well dealt with. Can he deliver? Rice. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Konate, Cherki, Konate, Rabiot, Konate, Cherki, Upamecano, Gusto, Rabiot, Gusto, Gordon, Kane, and here's Gordon. Kane played out to the left flank. Time to deliver. And out it comes again. Out towards the flank. Foden spread out to the left. So who's he picking out? Defending of the desperate variety. Foden. Foden! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Foden clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. England are pressing a lot, not just the front line, but as a whole unit.
Yeah, it's happening now.
Yeah, it's pretty sapping, especially at this stage, Peter, but they need to be quick with the press here.
Camavinga. Cherki. France are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Dembele. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go, and claimed it back swiftly. Over to the left. Now it's Gordon. Gordon's cross. Hernandez is there, and he can get that clear. Cherki. Konate. Gusto. Konate. Konate, played over towards the opposite flank. White does really well to win the ball there. Stones. Bellingham. Looks to the other side. Hernandez. Mbappe. Upamecano. Cherki. And it's played forward. And here's Dembele. Hernandez. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Clearly not. Cherki! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Spence. White. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Kane really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cherki, out to the left it goes. Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. Over to the left. Hernandez with the delivery. Foden. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rabiot. Upamecano, gently done. Now it's Mbappe. It's Hernandez. Stones getting this one clear. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Rice. Olise. And here's Dembele. Shapes to shoot! Goal! France! And they've got their lead back. And that means just one thing. Match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority in this.
France take the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
And here's Kane. Kane knocks it out wide. He's found a way through. And he's there to clear it. Foden. Excellent. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
Camavinga, and he has been fouled there.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Guéhi gets across to intercept that.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Rashford spread out to the left. And it's Kane. That's a nicely weighted pass. White, and he's gone backward here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Cherki. Olise. Gusto. And he goes cross-field. And here's Mbappe. Cherki. Oh, it's Dembele.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Hernandez. Upamecano. Upamecano forwards and with intent. Rice. Bellingham. Foden. Oh, good spread. White. Puts them all in. Only partially clear.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Gusto. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Just 5 minutes remaining now. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. Now it's Rice, looking to go deep. Hernandez tries to clear. In again. Gusto with the clearance. And the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Rice goes short. It's a good foot in there. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Cleared without complication. And it's White. That's very neat. Looking here to chip it through. Cleared away. Rashford.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Gusto. Elise. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And they've got rid.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. They're making life
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Bellingham. And it's White. White. Can he finish? Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Rashford clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on.
Gusto. Konate. Gusto. And time is up. France have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Your reflections then, Jim?
France, well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his... So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I'm curious to see the winger Anthony Gordon being tasked with doing what he does here, Peter. He's such a good team player. I think he'll be looking to create space in those key areas out wide. He certainly has all the right attributes to do that. The pace, the directness, the work.
And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rice, gently done. Spence going full steam ahead down the left flank. And that's aimed into the middle. Hernandez with the clearance. Kane! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Kane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Gusto. Konate. Gusto. Rabiot. Olise. Upamecano. Hernandez. Upamecano. And back to the goalkeeper. Konate. Camavinga. Hernandez. Cherki. Good ball, good take. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Gehi. Rice. Gordon. Spence. Rabiot. Dembele. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Moved on forwards. Can he spark a counter here? Out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And it's Gusto. Oh, nice touch. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. White tries to clear. Camavinga. Rice.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Foden is onto it in a flash. And it's White. Played into space. Gone behind for a goal kick. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bellingham gets it away. And it's Camavinga. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rabiot. Takes a shot! They've scored! France are back on level terms. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And the pass is intercepted. Camavinga. Camavinga forwards and with intent. Bellingham. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. White hurtling down that right flank. And here's Gordon. Hernandez gets it clear. And that's been won straight back. Stones. Foden, aim forwards. Camavinga. France getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Gusto. Gordon does really well to win the ball there. Yehi. Anderson. Yehi. Anderson. White, now he's off and running. Gordon. And here's Kane. It could be, it's Kane! Oh, it's come loose. He can get that clear. Stones. Anderson. And it's Kane. Played out to the right. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Deep cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Bellingham shifted upfield. Kane! Foden. And it's been taken short. Bellingham! Bellingham! Goal, England! And they're back in front.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rabiot. Camavinga. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Dembele. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cherki. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Anderson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Succumbs to the pressure, and he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Stones. Pickford sends that a long way. Gusto. Cherki. Konate. Hernandez. Cherki. Bellingham. And it's Kane. Gordon. Now it's Gordon. Kane. Foden. Olise. Gusto. Cherki. Dembele. Out to the left it goes. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a good run down the left. Muscular approach does pay off here. Olise. Cherki. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bellingham. Rice. Stones. Bellingham. Half an hour played now. Bellingham. And it's played forward. Might be chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Kane more or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
England go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Gordon, time to deliver. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's, can he finish? Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
England, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
England blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Mbappe. Dembele. And here's Elise, takes a shot. Oh, they could be caught out here. Acrobatic effort. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pickford, long ball by the goalkeeper. Elise, and here's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That pass has been well intercepted. Hernandez. Camavinga, gently done. Mbappe knocks it out wide. Mbappe! That's really well cleared. And it's White. Foden. Anderson forwards and with intent. Upamecano. Rabiot. France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Mbappe. Hernandez. Mbappe! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's Gordon. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Great football, shot and save. And it's Rice. Gordon receives it in a wide position. Camavinga. Konate. Upamecano. Aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Konate. Now it's Dembele. Gusto, who's set up one goal so far. Vicious ball here. Cross needs to be good. White. Anderson. Foden. Now it's Kane. Kane, oh, good spread. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gehi makes the interception. Rice shifted upfield. Kane played out towards the right wing. Looking for a decent ball in. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Camavinga. Rabiot. Mbappe chasing after it. Stones. And there's the end of the first half.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And we're underway again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Gehi. Rice. Good play on the left-hand side here. Rabiot wins the duel this time. Cherki. Elise. Gusto. And here's Dembele. Dembele has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Olise! Olise goes short. And here's Olise. It's Hernandez. Camavinga. And here's Dembele. Dembele! Oh, taken with style. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? White. Stones. Anderson. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Rabiot. Gusto. Nice physical challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Spence tries to think it through. Olise. Kamavinga. Over to the left. And he cuts out the supply. Foden. And it's Kane. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Hernandez. Played out to the right. And a chance! Oh, bang on target. Olise with the short one. That's very neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Mbappe has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Can he get onto this? Foden climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he's managed to get free. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, good spread. Chance to deliver. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Gusto. And here's Olise. Great position here. It's Rabiot! Good strike, quite an alarm. Olise, Dembele, and he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Olise!
England have got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
Anderson forwards and with intent. Bellingham. And here's Foden. And here's Kane. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's been given away. And he's one-on-one! He's had a shot! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Well, that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Olise. Out to the right. Gusto puts a cross in. Gehi can get it. Could be danger here. Here's Camavinga. And it's Hernandez.
England will think that now's the time to shut up shop. Just ensure you see this out without any more incident.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cherki. Olise. Oh, good spread. A chance to play it in. And that's out of reach. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Mbappe. Stones shifted upfield. Oh, perfectly measured that. White. It's gone for a throw-in. Picks it up out wide. Showing good feet. There are a few waiting for it. Can he finish? Konate tries to clear. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Oh, what a climb! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Olise looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
That's tidy. Now it's tries a shot! Camavinga. Gusto. And here's Olise.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Rice. Gehi. Spence. Gehi. Gordon looks to get on the end of this. Clearly not happy with that. And it's Gusto. And here's Olise. Can shoot it goal! That has been deflected. Danger averted for now. Foden. Aim forwards. Now it's Kane. Gordon. Great work on the overlap. And here's Foden. Played out to the right. Oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite control it.
There's some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rabiot. Hernandez. Upamecano, gently done. Cherki. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Big chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Incredible. He had all the time in the world to take the spot as well.
Rabiot. Gordon. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Spence. Spence going full tilt down the left. Kane. And here's Foden. White shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Gusto. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Olise. And here's Dembele. Foden. And now the breakaway. Now it's Gordon. Foden. Foden. Ball comes in. Not one of his best. And it's played forward. Cherki. And it's Rabiot. Cherki, spread out to the left. And he shoots! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Olise plays it short. Ball up he goes! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And here's Bellingham, and here's Kane, Bellingham, Kane. Now it's Dembele. And it's Gusto. Moved on forwards, and here's the chance to counter. Spence. Gordon. Anderson. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rabiot. And here's Olise. Mbappe. Lovely ball. And the shot! Really well taken goal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
France get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Decent progress down the left. Kane. Now who's going to be first to this? Just 5 minutes remaining now. Spence shifted upfield. Played through for the wide man. Camavinga getting this one clear. And it's Spence. Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
England can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Rabiot. Gusto. Cherki. Plays it across.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Cherki. Olise. Here's the chance to cross. Gusto gets a cross in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Olise. And here's Dembele. Upamecano have it back and can go again. Camavinga, and it goes crossfield. Anderson gets good distance on it.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
And here's Dembele, pinned towards the front line. Oh, that's neat. Rabiot. Camavinga. Final seconds, this has to be it. Kane, charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he welcomes it in. Dembele, and the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And that is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter.